It's that time of the week once more. It's also Witcher season. I've been trekking through The Witcher 3 on my Switch, and I felt it only proper to trek through a bit of the game on the Steam Deck as well. Is it better on the Switch? Worse? Let's discuss how the Steam Deck can handle The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. To briefly summarize, this is the third game of the Witcher series of open-world narrative-driven RPGs by CD Projekt Red. It's a huge fantasy world with monsters and magic. Imagine Skyrim with third person all the time, faster combat, and a narrative that's a bit more cinematic. In this game, you play as Geralt, a mutated monster hunter known as a Witcher, as he looks for his surrogate daughter to protect her from dimension-hopping wraiths known as the Wild Hunt. And yes, you can play Witcher 3 without the prior games or knowledge of the series. There are a lot of references to the previous games, but everything you need for this story is told to you in this game. Anyways, let's get to visuals and performance. The Nintendo Switch version of this game is one of those, hey, it doesn't run perfect, but it's an amazing feat that they got it to run as well as it does. How does the Steam Deck stack up against it? Pretty well. But to begin, let's go over the visuals. Many Switch users out there might want to know if the deck can make Witcher 3 look better than on Switch, or might just be curious about what the differences are. What you're looking at here is the Steam Deck preset on PC. Here is the medium preset, low preset, and here is the Nintendo Switch version. As you can see, Switch is about on par with low settings on PC, maybe a touch beneath it. Now back to performance. To start things off, Proton can be used instead of Linux for an extra frame or two, but it's not going to give you a significant boost. Once you get into settings though, you'll notice that there is a Steam Deck preset for this game, much like what CD Projekt did for Cyberpunk. It's sort of a mid to low option, offering visuals better than low, but underneath medium. Though we can get good performance in a lot of different ways, especially towards the beginning. The opening segment of the game around the Griffin contract plays pretty well on all settings. Almost every area in that part will run between 50 and 60 FPS even on high settings, only dropping to the 40s in one forested area and during the Griffin boss fight. So what we have to do is get past the opening and access the main open world map. Here we see the true colors of this game, though it's still not bad. High settings will generally run in the mid to high 30s on frame rate, dropping down close to 30 in some of the more populated cities and big fight segments. Meanwhile, those areas where high drops to the 30s, the Steam Deck preset will typically offer a frame rate between 50 and 60, and even going up to medium will keep the frame rate above 40 pretty much at all times. That leaves us with a few good options. You want 30 FPS, use medium or high settings and lock the Steam Deck down to 30. But if you want a smoother flow, either leave it unlocked on the Steam Deck preset for 40s to 60, or just lock the deck down to 40 Hz and enjoy a consistent 40 FPS throughout the entire game. Either way, you're gonna get a smooth RPG experience. Next, let's talk about battery life. You're not gonna get much. On a full charge, The Witcher 3 will only give you about 1.5 hours of battery life on max brightness, and that hour and 30 only goes up by about 10 minutes on lower brightness. Considering this game can be really dark at times, just leave it up. Now, as we wrap this up, would I recommend The Witcher 3 for Steam Deck users? I sure would. You can make it look pretty great and still get smooth FPS whether you want 30 or 40. Plus, with the new cross-save progression system, you can even toss save files between both the Steam Deck and Switch if you own the same version on both platforms. And that's all I've got for you today. I'll be back soon with more Steam Deck coverage and reviews. As always, thank you for watching and have a great day.